everyone, welcome to News in Brief on Vantage TV, where we bring you quick updates on the stories that made the rounds within the week. My name is Anita Macaulay. Let's get started. Vice President Osinbajo's Death for Climate deal commended. In a statement signed on Sunday by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Laolu Akonde, the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo's Death for Climate deal proposal has received positive reviews amongst senior U.S. government officials, as well as the U.S. aide, who describe it as fresh thinking. This follows the meetings on energy transition held in faraway Washington, D.C. late last week, where Vice President Yemi Osinbajo propounded new ideas on how best to bring developing nations closer toward global net zero emission goals, while facilitating energy access and the development of African countries. Proposing a debt for climate DFC swap deal in which debt cancellation for debtor nations by creditor nations is exchanged for a commitment toward national climate action programs, he described the deal as a win-win proposal deserving of global consideration. Professor Yemi Osinbajo said the debt for climate swap deal, which he also proposed during meetings at the White House with his U.S. counterpart Kamala Harris last week, would reduce the debt burdens of Nigeria and other African countries by billions of dollars while advancing the climate change objectives of the international community. CAN maintains stand against all Muslim tickets. The Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has said that its position against same-faith presidential tickets would not be compromised for any reason. The Apex Christian body stated this in reaction to reports making media rounds, which alleged that CAN's leadership had shifted its position on the Muslim ticket of the All Progressive Congress (APC). In a statement on Monday, CAN urged Nigerians to disregard the story, describing the reports as ridiculous, malicious, and untrue. ASU strike updates. Against the background of the ongoing face-off between the Academic Staff Union of Universities (ASU) and the federal government over the government's failure to fulfill agreements previously reached with the union, the federal government has said it will not sign any other agreement it cannot implement. Recall that the Academic Staff Union of Universities has been on strike for nearly 7 months since the 14th of February 2022, and the lecturers' demands include better funding and equipment of Nigerian public universities and increase in remunerations. Disclosing during a meeting of pro-chancellors and vice-chancellors of federal universities in Abuja on Tuesday, the Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, stated that the federal government could only afford to implement a 23.5% salary increase for all categories of the workforce in federal universities and a 35% upward review for the professorial cadre. He also said 150 billion naira will be provided in next year's budget for the refurbishment of federal universities, with another 50 billion naira for the payment of outstanding academic staff allowances. On to the international news. Queen Elizabeth II dies. Buckingham Palace on Thursday announced the passing of Queen Elizabeth II of England. Passing on at the age of 96, Queen Elizabeth II reigned for 70 years and is the longest-serving monarch in the history of the UK. May her soul rest in peace. Liz Truss succeeds Boris Johnson as UK Prime Minister. After weeks of campaigning and television debates, on Tuesday this week, 47-year-old Liz Truss took over as Britain's Prime Minister after defeating Rishi Sunak in a Conservative Party leadership contest to become the nation's third female leader. Faced with one of the most daunting set of challenges for an incoming leader in post-war history, including soaring energy bills, looming recessions, and industrial strife, Mrs. Truss has vowed to take immediate action to tackle them all and to deliver. In the wake of her victory, the former Foreign Secretary and the fourth Conservative Prime Minister in 6 years thanked her party for organizing one of the longest job interviews in her history. She also acknowledged the tireless work of her predecessor Boris Johnson in the heat of the global outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic and Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Truss has since appointed close allies to form the most diverse cabinet known to the UK, with no white males onboarded, as well as officials who have Ghanaian, Sierra Leonean, and Indian heritage in top jobs. The new cabinet will be charged with delivering on Truss's 3 stated priorities, which are tax cuts to boost the economy, help over rising energy costs, and sorting out the state-run National Health Service. Though inheriting an economy in crisis and coming into office with warnings of a lengthy recession by the end of this year, Truss has remained optimistic with big plans to revive the UK's economy. Putin accuses the US of dictatorship. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday accused the US of wanting to maintain a dictatorship over global affairs at the expense of Europe and the rest of the world. Slamming the West repeatedly during a speech before business leaders gathered in far eastern Russia, he said sanctions imposed on Moscow for its invasion of Ukraine were a danger to the whole world and would leave Europe worse off. Following this, Russian energy giant Gazprom released a chilling prediction of a gasless European winter, even as it announced the indefinite shutdown of the major gas delivery pipeline to Europe, Nord Stream 1. Though the UK is not reliant on Russia for gas, the pipeline closure hits UK customers by pushing up wholesale gas prices. Energy prices have noticeably soared since Russia invaded Ukraine in February, and scarce supplies may mean costlier heating for families in Europe this winter. The UK has subsequently become one of many countries looking for alternative sources of power to combat historic dependence on Kremlin-aligned companies in order to show solidarity with Ukraine. FBI search on Donald Trump's house. In early August, Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida was searched by the FBI, and the investigation was opened to probe Trump's alleged removal of classified government documents from the White House as he left office in January 2021. This has since prompted a lash out from Trump at what he called an unprecedented assault, as he accuses his political opponents of weaponizing the justice system. However, analysts pointed out that a former president taking classified documents with him after leaving the White House is also unprecedented. According to a court document filed by the Justice Department late Tuesday, over 100 classified records, including some materials marked with the highest level of classification, were recovered from Trump's residence. The department this week notified that an effort to obstruct the FBI's ongoing investigation into Trump's potential mishandling of classified materials has occurred, and this obstruction of justice is now labeled as the most recent focal point of the federal investigation. That's it on the national and the international news on Vantage TV's News in Brief. Coming up shortly is entertainment news. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, I'm Laifa and you're welcome to Entertainment on the News in Brief, where I bring you the top stories on the entertainment scene. Let's get right into it. Mercy Chinwo gets car birthday gift from hubby. Newlyweds, Nigerian gospel singer Mercy Chinwo and Pastor Blessed Uzochikwa made headlines early this week, but this time with keys to show. The singer, who turned 31 on Monday, was gifted with a Toyota SUV from her doting husband, serving the fans with major God when vibes yet again. With congratulations pouring in from every corner, Mercy expressed her gratitude for the surprise, urging her fans to thank her husband profusely on her behalf. In the assuring words of Davido, "Love is sweeter, when money enter, love is sweeter." Adesiwa Itomi Wellington bags doctorate degree. Also on Monday, Nollywood star actress Adesiwa Itomi Wellington received an honorary degree from the University of Wolverhampton for her contributions to the creative industry. According to a statement made by the institution, the performer, who graduated from Wolverhampton in 2009 with a degree in drama and performance, was awarded a Doctor of Arts in appreciation of her remarkable commitment to art and culture. Adesiwa now joins comedian Helen Paul, singer Tiwa Savage, and Nollywood actors Bob Mano Udoku and Ireti Doyle as a fellow doctorate degree holder from institutions of higher study outside of Nigeria. Dr. Adesiwa Itomi Wellington has a nice rig to it. The Headies 2022 Award Show. The 15th edition of the Headies held on Sunday the 4th of September in the United States, and the ceremony has certainly got tongues wagging all week long. Held at the Cove Energy Performing Arts Center in Atlanta, this marked the first time the show would be hosted outside Nigeria. Of all the 38 award categories, the monster tag team of Wizkid and Tems topped the winners list with 5 wins, including Wizkid's Best Afrobeat Album and overall Best Album of the Year awards, Tems' Best Female Artist of the Year and the Best R&B Album awards, and their joint wins of the Songs of the Year, Best R&B Single and Best Collaboration award for Essence. African giant Burna Boy won the Best Male Artist and African Artist of the Year award, while Davido was crowned as the Humanitarian of the Year and the Best Digital Artist. Ayra won the Headies Viewers' Choice Award, and the next rated category was snagged by Benson, formerly known as Buju, who took home the coveted prize of a Bentley. Yep, it was indeed #Bensons for the Bentley. For all the gist on the Headies 2022, watch out for the next edition of Chat O'Clock on Vantage TV. And here's the most amazing thing we saw all week. That's it, guys, for the entertainment segment, but sit back, relax as Emilio takes you through the sports.
Thank you very much, Laifa. It's sports time on the News in Brief. I am Emilio Menesubstance, and these are the top stories. We are starting off with athletics. Italian Olympic champion Gianmarco Tamberi saw the challenge of American prodigy Drew Von Harrison to claim the Diamond League high jump title in Zurich. Tamberi was expected to duel it out with Mutaz Essa Barshim, with whom he famously shared high jump gold in Tokyo. But the Qatari was well out of sorts and only managed to clear 2.18 meters. And in shot put, American shot putter Joe Kovacs threw a huge personal best of 23.23 meters to beat compatriot and world and Olympic champion Ryan Crosser in a superb shot put contest. Kovacs moved up from joint 4th on the all-time list to 2nd, overtaking US great Randy Burns. And in tennis, Venus Williams hinted on Wednesday that she may try to convince her sister Serena to evolve back for doubles. Williams' sisters have an impressive 14-0 record as a pair in Grand Slam finals, and Venus uploaded a video on her YouTube channel saying she thinks she just might get Serena to play again. 23 times Grand Slam champion Serena ended her illustrious career at this year's US Open. Despite losing in the 3rd round to Australia's Alja Tomljanovic in her farewell match at the Open, the tennis great still made history, smashing ESPN's viewership records with a peak of 6.9 million viewers. This became the network's most watched tennis match in its 43-year history since Andy Murray and Roger Federer's 2012 showdown, watched by 3.9 million viewers globally. And in football, the big news is Chelsea sacked head coach Thomas Tuchel after just 6 matches into the Premier League season, following their 1-0 defeat to Dynamo Zagreb in the Champions League on Tuesday night. On Thursday, however, Chelsea's new owner Todd Boehly confirmed that the London club has appointed Brighton's Graham Potter as Chelsea's new manager after positive talks between the two was held on Wednesday afternoon. Still in football, Champions League returned on Tuesday night, with Erling Haaland carrying its fine form from the Premier League into the Champions League, scoring twice as Manchester City opened their Champions League campaign by thrashing a dismal Sevilla side 4-0 on Tuesday night. Still in the Champions League, Kylian Mbappe scored twice as Paris Saint-Germain began their Champions League campaign with a 2-1 victory over Juventus. Mbappe brilliantly volleyed in the opener from Neymar's lofted pass before smashing in a low strike following a delightful 1-2 with Achraf Hakimi. Celtic returned to Europe's top table 5 years after they last featured and gave Real Madrid a fight in the frantic first half by creating a series of chances, including a shot off a post from Callum McGregor. But after the break, it was Madrid who roused themselves, and goals from Vinicius Jr., Luka Modric and Eden Hazard showed their class and secured a 3-0 victory. And on Wednesday night in the Champions League, Rangers' return to the Champions League after a 12-year absence was welcomed with a 4-0 thrashing in Amsterdam. Boss Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, who led Rangers within 2 penalties of winning the Europa League last season, said they could not compete with their Champions League rivals, citing the financial gap between the two sides as he defended his side's limp performance in the Netherlands. Liverpool were thrashed 4-1 by Napoli on their first Champions League Group A game, conceding 3 first-half goals on a night to forget in Italy, as Joe Gomez struggled to deal with Nigeria's Victor Osimhen and was relieved when the Napoli forward trudged off with an injury before halftime. Richarlison scored 2 late-headed goals to edge Tottenham past 10-man Marseille as Champions League football returned in North London. It had been over 2 years since a ball in this competition had been kicked at their magnificent stadium, and although it took them 76 minutes to find their stride, it was the Brazilian that hauled Spurs to victory. Bayern Munich got their Champions League campaign off to a good start as Leroy Sané inspired the German champions to victory in their opening Group C game at Inter Milan. Former Manchester City winger Sane showed great control before rounding keeper Andre Onana and slotting home to open the scoring midway through the first half. Robert Lewandowski warmed up for next week's meeting with former club Bayern Munich by scoring a magnificent hat-trick in Barcelona's crushing Champions League win over Victoria Plzeň. The 34-year-old Poland forward demonstrated his value by making it 8 goals in 5 games since leaving Bayern in July. And that's sports on the News in Brief. Follow Vantage TV for all the news, sports, and entertainment. I am Emilio Menesubstance. Till I return next week, remember to like, share, and subscribe.